Hi, this is David Brevik, the creator of Diablo and It Lurks Below, and you're listening to Budget Arcade.
Hello gamers and welcome to Budget Arcade, a free-to-play gaming podcast to help you navigate through the growing realm of free-to-play games. I'm Scott.
My name is Jeff.
And it's Elliot.
And welcome to episode number 19. Just to recap, we play a free-to-play game for a week and then we go and review it. Elliot,
sometimes we don't even play it.
Yeah, sometimes. Hey. I've played every week.
Chill out there. What do we got today, Elliot?
This week we're playing not Flappy Bird, but Flappy Royale. That is the mobile battle arena royale version of Flappy Bird. Flappy Bird is a mobile game developed by Vietnamese video game artist and programmer Doug Nguyen, maybe.
It's probably Win. It's usually pronounced Win.
Nguyen.
It's usually pronounced Win.
I'm just an idiot, so pardon my ignorance. Under his game
that's
development
you're super
company,
white.
Yeah, and that's right. Jason's got to be here to help balance it out. Under his game development company, Dock Ears, this game is a side-scroller where the player controls a bird attempting to fly between columns of green pipes without hitting them. So there you go. So let's talk about the gameplay of Flappy Bird or Flappy Royale.
So you fly from left to right, and you tap the screen to slightly move your bird up, and then it immediately falls back down. So you tap it a lot to go high, and you just fly through pipes. It's one hit kills. There's 100 birds, and if you last long enough, you win.
I won once.
When you say fly through pipes, you fly through a gap within two sets of pipes, and the gaps are positioned up and down depending, trying to get you to hit the pipes.
I did like how the bus crashed every time, so you had to get out quick enough.
Oh, yeah.
I wish they would do that in, Realm or something. Or not Realm, but all the other games where they, battle royales. The bus never crashes, does it?
No.
It should just explode and go down in flames.
I never stayed in the bus.
That would
Do you
be
die
awesome.
If you stay in the bus? I never thought about trying.
No,
if you stay in the bus, it just dumps you out, yeah.
And the key, really, with this game was, getting out of the bus as soon as you can so that your bird's on the far left so you can, see the pipes coming. All right, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and clue everyone in. This is going to be probably the worst episode since the first one. Yeah. It's a good week to skip.
Yeah, we're all on early 4th of July vacation. We're all Cody today.
We should have just released the greatest
real
hits.
Game was Dota 2, which Elliot, tell us a little bit about that game.
Yeah, so Dota 2 is a multiplayer online battle arena, which you will often hear called MOBA. It's developed and published by Valve. Again, it's 2, so they'll never make a third. The game is a sequel to Defense of the Ancients, which was a community-created mod on Blizzard's Warcraft 3 Reign of Chaos game. In Dota 2, you play in matches between 2 teams of 5, with each team occupying and defending their own separate base on the map. Each of the 10 players independently controls a powerful character that we call the hero, who all have unique abilities and different play styles. During the match, players collect experience points and items for their heroes to successfully defeat the opposing team's heroes in combat. A team wins by being the first to destroy the other team's ancient, which is a large structure located within their base. And that's Dota 2 in a nutshell.
Yep.
Yeah, so
And
we played
I'm not gonna
Smite,
lie.
which was like this. All right, go ahead, Scott. I want to hear your confession.
Yeah,
But the controls weren't inverted, so I couldn't play.
Yeah, hey, listen, at least I tried to play that game. I installed it and booted it up and gave it a go.
Yeah, I didn't even
I have at least
download the game.
Yeah, I've at least started every game that I've been on the podcast and attempted to play it at least once. How many times did you try?
One, I haven't.
Okay, all right.
Oh, well,
Remember how you
I said,
gave me crap about not playing Fallout Shelter? Do you remember?
Yeah, slightly.
Yeah, I at least tried.
I played.
So, I want to apologize to the Split Push podcast and Guy Alsmighty for any offense that was taken when I said I did not like Smite. After playing Dota 2, I now appreciate Smite all the more. It's a better game than Dota 2. It's more fun to play. It's not as complex and annoying. That's my review.
Did either of you play the regular Dota on the Warcraft 3? Were either of you guys big Warcraft 3 guys?
No, I never really got into PC gaming.
Oh man,
so
Warcraft 3 was like...
No, I loved Warcraft 3. Yeah. I did not play any of the mods for the game. And I don't know why, because like Half-Life I played all the mods. I played some of the StarCraft mods, but I never even touched the Warcraft 3 mods.
Really? See, I'm a big Blizzard guy. I played a lot of Blizzard games. I mean, I've played all the Blizzard games. I've played a lot of them for a long time. And the campaign editor for Warcraft 3 was like one of the coolest things ever. You could just basically make your own game, which is what Dota was originally. There's some dudes
so I've watched a lot of videos about Dota 2 just because I was having such a hard time with the game, and that people were saying how Warcraft 3, a lot of people didn't even play the game, the campaign. They just spent all the time in the community, built stuff, which is cool.
A shame because like Warcraft 3's story is fantastic.
Well, I'm hoping that with the workshop being an Overwatch, that somebody goes in and creates something to kind of liven that game up again.
I really hope. Well, see, look, in my opinion, Overwatch is going downhill. Like the sun is setting because it's clear that they're making Overwatch 2.
Yeah, that's the rumors too. Is that Overwatch 2 is on its way?
Dude, it's inevitable, right? I don't think they realized how successful that game was until it was.
I heard that there is a Blizzard apparently that was shown within the Blizzard walls, but nobody else obviously. That Diablo 4.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
Was in the works.
I'm pretty sure Diablo 4 is in the works.
They gotta do something after that disastrous BlizzCon last year.
Yeah, they're not going to come out and talk about. Although I did pre-register for Diablo. What is it? Immortal.
Immortal. Yeah.
Because I'm going to give it a try, just because it's my genre. I like that genre. So.
Well, also it's going to be mobile and free to play. So, obviously we've got to try it out.
I just hope it's not a cash grab. But
yeah, that'll be the big thing. Like, I mean, I'm fine if it's monetized for, like, aesthetics, and there were a lot of things you could do in Diablo 3 aesthetically to change things. If they put that behind a paywall, I'm fine with it, and just let me loot and slay monsters.
Sure.
So is there anything specific with gameplay on this game, Elliot?
So
Jeff?
I played a lot of League of Legends. I had my brother and a good friend of mine. That was one of the games that they kind of transitioned to after we stopped playing games together. So I kind of tagged along for a little bit, and I played and followed League of Legends when it was really popular. And maybe it's still popular now. I don't really follow it at all. But back in its heyday...
Yeah, it's still popular. I know there's a lot of streamers who are still streaming it.
So I played a lot of League. And League of Legends and Dota 2 are identical, I think, in a lot of ways. In the way that you control the character, even in the moves, they have different names, but they're interchangeable. Like, the female archer is the same female archer in Dota 2 as it is in League. So I think a lot of people consider League the bigger of the two games, but I think diehard Dota fans are gonna like totally disagree with that, which I think is fair.
Okay, so unlike Smite was a third-person MOBA, where this is a top-down, correct?
Yes. Yeah, top-down point and click.
Okay. Okay, so that's the big difference between this and Smite. But you still have all the items that you would equip to your character that will augment them.
Right.
You've got your lanes that you have with a MOBA.
Your top, your middle, your
I think
bottom,
there's only
your jungle.
3 lanes.
Yeah, technically 4, because you have a top lane, and that's typically one person doing that. You have a middle lane, that's typically one person as well. You have a bottom lane, which is usually the carry as well as the healer. And then you have a guy who jungles, which is its own lane where they go around taking care of the baddies that are in the jungle. So technically there's 4 lanes to the game, if you think about it. But again, I'm being technical.
Yeah, I've never understood the difference in lanes and MOBAs.
Well,
like what?
Here's the big key with this. What you're trying to do when you're fighting is you're trying to be the last person that hits the mobs. If you last hit the mob and kill the mob, you get more gold, right? So you can buy items faster. So if you send 3 guys down one lane, only you're gonna split that gold between 3 people instead of one person, right?
Okay.
That's the whole key. It's all about how quickly can you get more gold to get better items. Because the game is relatively balanced. Honestly, and I think the game is super balanced. It's probably like one of the more balanced games that you'll ever play. So it's all about how you play it, which I think is the big thing about MOBAs. At least like the legit ones, like Smite and League and Dota.
Yeah.
What does paying get you in this game?
I think, and I don't know if they unlock the same way as League does. I think it's very similar where they have a free hero rotation, and then you can earn currency while you're playing to unlock new material, new skins, that kind of thing.
So wait, hold on a second. The heroes are locked because I just watched a video.
They might not be
today
in League. They are.
Guy said that. Well, he said Dota 2, all the heroes are playable and unlocked.
Then
that was my experience. It did look like they were unlocked.
Okay, so all the characters are already unlocked, so you don't pay for those. Was there any anything within the game?
Yeah,
that
there's
you could
skins
actually...
for sure, right? I'm pulling it up. I'm gonna sound like an idiot and just guessing.
I'll guess.
Come on, you
you pay for skins.
You also pay to level quicker too. You can get level boosts.
Yeah, and then you can order pizza. They'll bring it to your house.
Pay for pizza.
It's a new genre. This is going to be the worst episode. Let's not ever do League of Legends. Is it on the menu?
Oh, League is.
I don't think it's free.
League is free.
League is free.
Is it?
I don't want to do it.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, we played it because it was free. I played a lot of League. I played a whole lot of League. That's one of those games I never want to go back to.
Well, Cody says he's playing it a lot, so it'll just be a Cody exclusive episode. Just him in a room talking about.
We'll bring TJ on too.
Yeah, they have a battle pass. It looks like. Let's see. Let's go to the store here. I don't know. Let's see. Battle pass. All kinds of battle pass level stuff that I have no idea what it means. Dota Plus, hero leveling, assistance analytics. So, because this game is about timing, essentially. You're just trying to do things better than the other guy quicker.
I never faced an actual person. I just got destroyed by the tutorial. So you get to the second. Because... So the first tutorial, he goes over the basics. And the second tutorial, you actually play a game, and I couldn't beat it. I'm awful at this game.
Well, there's a lot of downsides to this game. A game is at least an hour. So if you want to play a game, you're playing at least an hour. And
okay, I'm glad I didn't play then.
Games take forever, and you can be playing for 45 minutes and then lose, and that is one of the worst feelings ever. It's oh, you think you're doing pretty good, and then it's just over. You're oh, cool, we sucked it up at the very end. So it can be very frustrating. So it's just losing sucks. I hate that.
All right. Yeah, let's flash forward a little bit. Jeff,
Let's take a
did you
break.
get your seal?
Let's
No,
take
we're
a
not gonna
break.
do that today.
Okay.
No break.
This
Just get your
episode
seal.
of the podcast is brought. No. I can't in good conscience give this my seal when Smite's a better game and I didn't give it my seal. So no.
I'm not giving it my seal, but the reason I'm not giving it my seal is because this is not a genre that I enjoy. Dota 2 looks very good. It's a very well polished game. The mechanics of this game are just not something I'm into. So it's not getting my seal because it's just not my genre of game. But I get the people like it, and I don't think it's a bad game in the sense that it's like poorly made. It's no Skyforge, Starforge, whatever the heck that name was. I don't even remember what was it.
Skyforge.
Yeah, Skyborge.
Yeah, that was
as in boring.
The best game ever.
where you can't invert yourself.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I heard what Tess and Elliot said about me.
I don't know.
Listen to the latest episode. They talk major smack.
Yes,
Someone they
if
haven't
you,
met.
Want to
They
hear
were mean to me.
them talk mad smack about Jeff? Listen to Tess and Elliot argue.
Her
Wherever you
voice
find
is
your
so
fine
good.
podcast.
Now you know that you'll be
All right,
a
so-
reoccurring character, right? You get that, right?
What the? Oh,
Well,
okay.
Jeff will be a reoccurring character now on our show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm also a recurring character.
Yeah.
They always, whenever they say they're going to put something on the website, they're like, Scott.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate that. So anyways, I didn't play the game, so I can't give it my vote because, well, I don't. It's a neutral vote for me, and so therefore we got 2 no's, so this is not a Budget Arcade approved game. Next week we will be playing Dota Underlords, which
We're
is
actually going to play this game because I've played it. I
I've
like
been
it.
Playing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna play it as well because I can play it on mobile. My issue with not playing this game this week was I wasn't able to download Steam on my laptop and play because it's just not feasible for me sometimes. So that's why I didn't play this week. But since this game, the new game this week, Dota Underlords, is on mobile, I'll be able to play that on my break at work. So I don't want to cut it off this quickly because this would be the shortest episode.
Man, we're not even
ever.
at 20 minutes.
Yeah, I know. What are you guys playing this? What have you guys been playing this week besides our game that you would like to talk about?
I've been playing a lot of Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled, which is phenomenal.
Ooh.
Absolutely phenomenal.
I wants that game very
Oh,
much because
it's
I grew
so
up playing
good.
the game. Let's
Yeah,
talk
me
about
too.
Crash Team Racing because at the same time, the other competitive kart racer that was out was Mario 64.
Which I've also played and got
Crash Team Racing is better.
There's a lot
unequivocally.
of mechanics of Sonic Team Racing that I really like the whole triple people like the team aspect is cool.
Mhm.
The drafting aspect in Sonic Team Racing is also very cool. Like you can draft behind somebody, but the controls are awful, the graphics are awful, the music is awful, the voice acting is so awful that it's fun to watch.
Well, that's
so
Sega.
bad.
So the thing about Crash Team Racing is the one on the original PlayStation. The things about hopping right when you hit a jump and you're drifting to get boost,
Oh.
that was in Crash Team Racing first before they ever brought it to Mario Kart.
Look,
And Mario
this
Kart
is-
lifted it from Crash.
Crash Team Racing is adult kart racing. The whole boosting thing is insane. With Mario Kart, you got one boost. With Crash Team Racing, you can boost 3 times on one slide. But in Mario
Yeah.
Kart, you're sliding
It's
at
awesome.
every turn. But in Crash Team Racing, you cannot do that. You'll lose. So you have to know which turns. Crash Team Racing, you have to be playing those levels more than once to understand where the things are at to play. Like Mario Kart, you don't have to do that at all. You can just play. But with Crash Team Racing, there is skill in this game.
Yeah.
It's
I
the
love
best
that
racing game I've ever played, hands down. Not that I've played a lot, but I
I haven't played the remake, but the original, it's my favorite kart racer. I still prefer it over the newer
man.
Mario Karts.
Mario Kart 8
'cause there's
is
no blue
so
shell.
Good though. No, there isn't.
Mario Kart 8 is great.
There's a blue shell type thing in,
Oh, is there?
but it hits everybody in front of you.
Oh,
so it
that's
doesn't
fine
just hit the number one; it hits everybody on its way up. So it's a little more
Okay.
balanced.
So it's like the shrink in Mario then.
Yeah. They added a couple new things, I believe, but
All right, Jeff, what have you been playing this week?
I've been playing a bunch of roguelikes. I got a new laptop, so I downloaded a bunch that I have been playing before, some premium ones that you actually pay for, like Dungeon Man's. One of my favorites is Dungeons of Dreadmore, Sword of the Stars, The Pit. So I've just been enjoying having a laptop to play those on because it's just comfortable. And when I don't feel like playing something that's high intensity, I'll play a good turn-based roguelike. So like I would recommend definitely Sword of the Stars, The Pit, and Dungeons of Dreadmore. And Dungeon Man's is really good too. Yeah, just good stuff.
So I've been playing quite a few things actually. Been playing a lot of Dauntless. I absolutely love.
You've been
Dauntless.
playing a lot of
I know
Dauntless.
you
You keep
guys...
trying to get me to play, and I'm always doing something. Whenever you ask.
Oh yeah, no, I'm almost. I think I'm at like level 32 on the hunt pass.
Once that game comes to Switch, I'm all cylinders are moving.
Okay, well that's good. Then I'll have you to play with on that.
Take
My
that out of
stepson got. yeah. My stepson got Smash Brothers, so I've been
good
working on
too.
trying to unlock some characters on that.
Hey, you want some tips on unlocking
And-
characters?
Oh, I already got it all. I wouldn't watch the whole video about how to do it.
That's the way to
It's
do
the
it.
Oh,
quick
okay.
way.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's how I did it.
Yeah, I've been doing that. I just only when I have time to do
The
it.
beauty of it is when I got the game, my son, I showed him how to do it, and then he just ground it all out. So I got home from work like the next day, and we had all the
The
characters. It was
perfect
beautiful.
reason to have a kid. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Unlock
Talk
this
to
stuff.
my
Tessa
kid
about
is.
that. I'm gonna write that down right now.
Yeah, Brandon's been doing pretty close to that too. He's like, I get home, he's like, Daddy, I unlocked this character for you. I unlocked this character. I'm like, yeah, good job. Now, also with Elliot's playing of Cadence of Hyrule, I decided to jump back into Crypt of the Necrodancer.
One of my favorites.
Man, I would
And-
love to play that.
yeah,
with
and-
somebody.
I'm really starting to enjoy it. It's hard as balls when it comes to doing it with the actual beats. But I play the
Well,
bard
make sure
version of
you
it.
do your calibrations.
Yeah, that's a big thing because it's totally different.
Bro, what?
Yeah.
So when you go
Calibrations,
into
I-
your settings, make sure you set your calibrations because you have to compensate for your screen's lag time and your audio's lag
Yeah,
time.
because if you play on like the screen on the Switch, it's fine. But if I play on my computer, or on my TV screen, I
Yeah,
have to recalibrate.
because the Switch screen has zero latency. Because I did the calibrations and it came back zero, but when I play on my TV, there's latency.
Yep.
But
Well, I play it on the Xbox, so is it the same?
yes, you'll need to do your calibrations,
Okay, I didn't
Not
do
all
that.
TVs
That's
do
maybe
and
why
it
I'm
takes
having such an issue.
it takes like 30 seconds.
Okay, I'll have to do that. But yeah, I
It-
played the bard version of it where there's no beats.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
So you just play
You
the
don't have to
regular
do it by the
roguelike.
beats. It's more like a regular roguelike then. But that's super fun that way too.
Yeah, well, and to me, my preferred way to play is with cadence. I mean, the bard is nice, but after like one or two, I can beat it every single time if I play the bard. But I've also played 100 hours of that game. But it's the most fair roguelike I've ever played because when you mess up, it's your own fault. You just haven't learned the patterns yet, or it's an awesome game. I really enjoy. It's one of my favorites.
I really like Cadence of Hyrule. It's a short game, but it's such a quality made game. It's great.
I need to get back into it. My thing is, it wasn't roguelike enough for me.
It's not
Like,
very roguelike. It's a Zelda game.
It's
that's
a
kinda like
campaign
roguelike.
with the same mechanics as
Yeah.
Crypt of the Necrodancer. So for me, I prefer Crypt of the Necrodancer because it's what I like to play.
Yeah.
Um,
I like it because it's
But-
Zelda, and it's like a Zelda game. I really truly
Yeah.
think it's a Zelda game that happens to kind of have roguelike elements.
yeah, I'm not a hardcore Zelda guy.
Yeah. Oh man,
I don't
Breath of the
hate the
Wild's
game
so
at all,
good.
but I just never really got into the series that much.
man, I
So
love Zelda
having that
games.
aesthetic doesn't do much for me.
Yeah. Love Zelda games.
Well, and you know what's fun too is the fact that I can actually talk about Crypt of the Necrodancer because I actually got the game for free because I won it from Xbox on Twitter.
Yeah. Yeah, because they gave you a list and you showed me the list. I said, oh, you got to get Crypt. Crypt is so good.
Yeah, it was on sale.
It's amazing music. Like, you can find the soundtrack on Spotify and all those places. If you don't get the game, just
really?
listen
Yes.
to the soundtrack.
Nice.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it was on sale during E3
Yeah, the
for
soundtrack
like
is
$3,
really nice.
I think.
Yeah.
What?
At least it was for the Switch.
Nice.
which
And
is
then
why I
there's
picked it.
multiple soundtracks in there. There's like a metal one. So it's all the same tracks, but done with guitars
That's
and
cool.
drums. And there's like techno versions. And it's such a good game. Like, the design is amazing. It's
Yeah.
fun to play. I love that game. But if you're an achievement hunter, I would steer clear because, like, Cody he has to complete all the achievements. Some of the achievements in that game are just unbearably difficult. Like I said, I've done 100 hours or so, and I've got about maybe half the achievements, and I've just looked at the other ones. I'm like, nah, no thanks.
I'm so glad I never was like an achievement hunter kind of guy.
Well, I've gotten out of it. Like, but when Xbox 360 first came out and I
it
was
all
playing,
about
I'm
that
like,
score, man. It was totally.
it was
about
so
that.
great. But now I'm like, But if it's a game I really love, I'll try to do them just because. Like, Enter the Gungeon, I've got all the achievements in that on Xbox.
Yeah, I
But
picked that
most
up,
games I
too,
play, I don't sweat.
'cause it
Like
was on sale.
Overwatch, I'm not worried about getting the achievements. If I get them, I get them. Whatever. But
Sorry, I'm trying to find
Talk.
the list of next month's free games with gold on Xbox.
well, the
wanted to
first one's
discuss some of those
Inside.
games. Yes, then I'm
Which-
excited about that.
I played. What was their first game?
Their
It was the
first
black and white game.
was- Limbo.
Yeah, I never really liked that game that much. A lot of people loved it.
I loved it. It's an amazing game. Okay, yeah. It was a really good game. I have not gotten all the achievements on that. I'm missing one achievement on that where you go from the very beginning of the game all the way to the end without dying, I think it is. Which is
I hate that they always
ridiculously hard to
put
do.
one. So, like, I really like the game Braid that came out on 360.
Man, I really wanted to play that game. I watched a really cool documentary about three different indie developers.
Yeah, Indie Game, the
Braid,
movie.
Fez, yeah. What was the other one? Was it Minecraft?
Super Meat Boy.
Super Meat Boy. And I had never played those games, but that documentary is so interesting.
Yeah, well, the Fez guy is
Yeah,
just like
that's
a
right.
lunatic.
That guy's kind of
But
crazy.
the
Low-key crazy.
the guy, what's his name? The designer, Ed McMillan, the guy who designed Isaac and all those other games.
Yeah.
He was like the most down to earth of the rest of the not Limbo, the Braid developer and the developer of Fez were just sort of like these super
Yeah.
into themselves like artists.
It's still really interesting though. It was a really
No, it's a great movie.
yeah.
Yeah.
I know one of the other games that's coming out for Xbox Games with Gold is Castlevania Sympathy of the Night.
Oh really? Nice.
Yes, which is an amazing game. If you're on Xbox and you don't have that game, be glad you're getting that game. That game is such an amazing game. It was originally on, was it PlayStation 1?
Yep.
And also on the Dreamcast. No, sorry.
No,
the,
it was on
Sega
the
Saturn.
Dreamcast. Was it on
No,
the
it's
Saturn?
Sega Saturn. That's it. Yeah, it was the Japanese version was on the Sega Saturn,
okay.
and I actually owned that version, and that version was really cool because they had a section of the castle at the very beginning of the castle that was not on the American version.
Oh, okay, I didn't realize that.
It was-
I had a Saturn, but
Oh yeah,
I was never. That's another game like I never really got that much into, but I actually really like the DS versions of it. So, and I've been playing a little bit of the new Bloodstained,
what
but
are you
apparently they
playing that
updated it, and I have to delete my save. Otherwise, I'm going to get to a point I can't get past.
What system are you
So.
playing that on?
Xbox One.
Yeah. I want to get it on Switch, but everyone's saying that on the Switch is just garbage.
Yeah, what I've heard, you might want to wait till some
I-
updates come out for
yeah.
the Switch.
There's too many other things on the Switch I'm excited for.
Yeah, there was a sale, and I picked up a few games on the Switch. Nuclear Throne's one of my favorite roguelites.
Yeah,
It's on the Switch. I've played probably 700 hours of that game, and that's not an exaggeration. What else did I pick up on the Switch? There's one that's sometimes on sale for like $1 called Downwell. which is a really great, just sort of arcadey platformer. And then my son actually saved his money and he bought the new Mario Maker. He's been getting into that.
I really want that too. But
Oh, that looks sweet.
again, there's so many things coming out.
That's his game. Like, if you can make something in a game, it's immediately his genre. He loves it.
That's cool.
So that's why he's into Minecraft and Mario Maker and Terraria and anything with a sort of creative element to it. He's all about it.
Mario Maker looks sweet just because you can create your own levels.
Yeah, and he's pretty good at it too. He's made me. We played some of it this morning, and I had a good time.
It's cool. It's very cool.
You guys got anything else you want to talk about?
The PlayStation Plus games this month are Horizon Chase Turbo, which looks terrible, and Pro Evolution Soccer 2019, which also looks terrible.
Well, Pro Evolution's, if you like soccer, it's actually
I'm sure
good.
it's probably fine.
Good series.
Last
Realistic.
month
It's
they
really
had-
difficult for people like us who don't play or don't know soccer.
Last month they had Sonic Mania, which was a great pickup, but
Oh my,
That'll be
yeah,
over
Sonic
now.
Mania is awesome.
so if you're listening now, you should.
How many
pick it up.
games do they give you guys, Elliot?
It's usually 2 or 3. It used to be 2 and then a PlayStation PSP one, but they've stopped that. Usually it's between 2 and 3. So sometimes I get
so
them.
yeah,
Sometimes I don't.
Xbox you get 4. Another reason Xbox is better.
All my friends are on PlayStation, man.
No, that's.
new
I mean,
friends
I
are on
initially was talking about going PlayStation, but all my friends had Xbox.
Yeah, that's exactly how it is, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
it is.
wherever
I mean,
my
that's why
friends
I
end
went
up on.
Xbox.
That's why I did. I mean, I did 360 back in the day because you were stupid to not do 360, you know.
Well, and you save $200.
Oh, yeah, that's a whole other thing too. Yeah.
So,
So
have you
far,
guys
that
looked at
was-
Stadia at all?
A little bit.
I've looked a little bit into it.
Yeah, it could be game changing
My-
if it actually works like it's supposed
I have
to.
a really good
but
friend works for Microsoft. My uncle works for Nintendo. I have a good friend that works for Microsoft, so he's testing it. He gets to test it, and so he's posted a couple of videos like he sent to me and some friends like over Discord, and he says the biggest problem with it is like the lag. Like
that's going to be the latency.
yeah, he
like
says
if
that-
you
that's the biggest
like we were
problem.
talking about, Crypt and the Necrodancer would be unplayable
Oh, unplayable.
on.
Yep.
Yeah, if there's that latency there.
But
So
here's
that's
the
the thing
other
that
thing.
gets me about. I like the idea about never having to buy another piece of hardware, where just the upgrades are just automatic in the background.
Yeah, but here's the
But
other problem though.
That latency is going to be killer.
is full price for the same game that you don't own.
Oh yeah, and you don't
Which
own it.
I'm not
It's
cool
up in the
with.
cloud.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a little hesitant about that.
Yeah, I'm
So,
still.
wait, are they not going to have like a Game Pass type thing?
They're going to have
Stadia?
like free games and stuff if you get the subscription similar to Xbox. Not like Game Pass, but like the Xbox Live Gold, where you get a couple free games and all that. Like the big thing they pitched is they're going to have Destiny 2 with all the
Yeah.
DLC. But my thing is like Xbox showed off their streaming thing where you're still going to have a piece of hardware and you can stream your games from the cloud on your mobile or whatever, or you can stream them from your home Xbox. So, I mean, to me,
I
I'm
think
still,
that'll be better.
and I'm still a console guy at heart, no matter what. Like as soon as I put a mouse and keyboard in my hand or a mobile, it just feels unnatural to me. I've been playing on controllers since the NES, but so I'll always have a console as long as they keep making them. And it may only be Nintendo in the near future making them, but
Yeah, but
Oh,
Nintendo's its
because
own.
they're going to keep it to the handhelds.
Yeah, Nintendo's its own breed.
yeah.
You know.
All right, I guess I'm going to call it then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to go play some auto chess.
Yeah. We're at 33 minutes. We didn't do too bad. Rambling.
All right. Well, we want to thank everybody for joining us. If you're listening on iTunes, we ask that you would leave us a 5-star review. Also, you can follow us on Twitter at Budget Arcade. From there, you can join our Discord. You can also join our Discord from our show notes. You can send any hate mail to budget.arcade@gmail.com. I'm sorry for my kids and my wife talking in the background the entire time. I'm going to edit out as much as I can, but I can't promise it since she's running
Well,
around
the tough
right
part
now.
is they're talking while you're talking because there's nothing you can do about that.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Exactly,
there's something
and that's what's happening.
Yep.
Music is by Stemage, which I actually am following him on Twitter now too, so I can always tag him in on episodes now too.
Oh, nice. Has he given you any feedback, or has he said, "Hey, you know what? Your show's garbage. Give me my music back"?
No, he. I think I asked him one time shortly after. I think he listened to like one episode. I don't think he listens to it on a regular basis. If he does, come at me, and then we can talk about
Jeff will
that.
give you $5.
But yeah, I don't think he listens to the episodes, but I think he likes that we are keeping his music on there because it's, kind of like a free publicity for him. And he does a lot of other things. Like if you pull up his Twitter, it looks like he actually makes music for games now.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. Hold on just a second. I'll pull up his. And you can download his music at metroidmetal.com.
I low-key interrupted you again.
Yeah, it's fine. You want to tell them where they can hear you?
Yeah, if you've enjoyed this episode, this terrible, terrible episode, there's more to have of me over at Film Soliloquy with my friend Jason. We review movies. We trade movies, so we get no say over what we watch. Someone can like Jason, give me any movie he's seen that I haven't seen and make me watch it. So we got an upcoming episode I think is really good, featuring a review of Harold and Kumar and the movie Collateral starring Tom Cruise.
Yeah, Collateral.
I think it's a strong episode.
I saw Collateral in theaters. I don't want to ruin my opinion of it, but...
well, yeah, tune in. But I really think we're kind of hitting a stride of being comfortable with our format now, and I'm really looking forward to it. If you listen to the end of the next episode, I give Jason a movie I've been wanting to give him for ages now, and I cannot wait for his review of it, which will be on the following week's episode.
Nice. Okay, so Stemage's Twitter says composer Steven Universe, Runner 3, Metroid Metal, Bubsy, Paws on Fire, making music for games, Tron Fanatic, Pinball Addict. So
nice.
It looks like he's done some music for Steven Universe, Runner 3, and Bubsy, Paws on Fire, which is interesting. Didn't realize he was that prolific.
Good for him.
Can we go play Dota Underlords now?
Is it like, can we play it together?
No. I think you might be able
to,
but...
Oh.
So it's basically you queue up and, well, we're getting into the game, but you could end up playing it together on accident. It would be like by chance, though.
Oh, okay.
It'd be like queuing up for a battle royale.
Boy Podcasting Network production and Game On.